What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today, and we're doing another experiment. What do you know? Another Antonio Brown video. Thank God his name hasn't been relevant lately. We actually have 6 videos over the last 2 days, 3 of them being Antonio Brown related. One of them we did get rid of, or we privated, because I felt like it was kind of stupid to have the Raiders releasing him and then talk about it in the Patriots. I had no idea they were going to, someone was going to sign him, especially a big team, that quickly. But we're going to see who needed him the most. Of course, at this point, it's barely even a Steelers or a Raiders topic, because he didn't even play a single regular season snap for the Raiders. That's like the first time I've ever seen someone being the talk of the entire offseason, pretty much, especially the last week or so, and just not even play a single game for them. Just an absolute respectable human being and totally misunderstood, just unbelievable. But could have been tampering, who knows. If you do like these types of videos, experiments, or anything franchise-related in general, leave a like, maybe subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. These are all things that you could do to make me feel like a better person, Clearly, those numbers make me just, better than I am, obviously. That's all that matters. I was going to do it where we had one franchise each one. It would be a little bit more, quote-unquote, realistic. But do you really think I have the patience to create 3 different franchises, sim 3 different ones? No. We built 3 Antonio Brown. We built 2 Antonios. We basically cloned them, put them in the... could you imagine 3 Antonio Browns on this planet at the same time? Oh, my Lord. It's like crossing the beams from Ghostbusters. Derek Carr with 3,300 yards, 18 touchdowns, 9 picks. For all you fantasy football fans out there, here's your shot at Tyrell Williams. Oh, God, he still sucks. Tyrell has so much potential, and even as the number 1, gets outshined by Ryan Grant, the old Packers running back. That's not who he is, but, Packers fans may appreciate that as kind of a joke. Is it? I don't know. But, of course, not a great season at all. We'll take a quick gander across the league, though. The Steelers have a lot of question marks coming up as well. I didn't think they had a necessarily bad draft, but they obviously lost some firepower. James Conner, I can't even really tell that he's a great back or not. I just know that they have an insane offensive line. It seems like David DeCastro is the offensive line equivalent of a fast user linebacker on defense. He can make up for lots of missing things. So there's that. I don't know. I'm just talking now. Wow, how the hell is he playing? What a turnaround. He was barely walking, and now he's like one of the best linebackers in the league again. Insane. It's crazy how that happens. Patriots, Tom Brady, touchdowns are low. Yardage is good, though. Not really a whole lot of touchdowns. It's because they don't have Antonio Brown yet. That's why, and we're obviously about to see that in a minute, how that number is going to go way up. Defensively, I don't really care. Let's just go, Dante Hightower, though, with a huge season. It was like 14.5 sacks. Imagine being a mutant with that many. Let's take a look. So Patriots are 10-6. I would assume the other 2 did not make it, right? Where are the Steelers? Steelers are 7-9. I didn't even look what we were. 5-11. Beautiful stuff. We'll take a quick look at the MVP and all that. Let's see. So MVP goes to Russell. AFC side, best QB was Phillip. Best wide receiver was Keenan. Best wide receiver Sanu, apparently. And best QB, of course, Matt Ryan. If you got Julio and Sanu at number 1 and 2, it's probably going to go down to, Matt Ryan being the guy. I'm just going to go out on a limb. I'm not some sort of expert, but, just saying. Patriots did not make the Super Bowl. Let's see how far they go. Of course, we've seen that, no AB in this universe, and there was no Super Bowl winner from the 3 related teams. But we will take a look at the Patriots. How far do they go? They lost the first game to the Ravens. Now we shall see the triple AB. All right, so Antonio Brown becomes the number 1 player on their team, not even just wide receiver. We basically copy and pasted his stats across. I think all of the Antonios, well, we only made 2. The 2 Antonios we made were double me, I believe. In and out specialist definitely makes sense. And then streak specialist, I suppose. I'd say that would be more like a slant specialist would be a little bit better there. But in and out makes sense. And, of course, double me definitely makes sense. Let's take a look at what the Steelers version of Antonio... Mate, we've been over this. You're a 98 overall. Stop lying to yourself. How many times I forced this man to be 99 overall? It's just ridiculous. Not even 99, 98. He's now 98. There we go. Finally, what's his abilities? Double me post fly. Oh, what's this? So he has his ability to run sharper routes and catch more post and corners. Double move. So I could say double move makes a little bit more sense, but I think in and out is definitely. I mean, I've seen so many out route sideline catches. You would have thought he was Santonio Holmes. It's actually a good point. I want to see what actual Antonio Brown has. Rack him up. Rack receivers. Fight for every possible yard. I mean, he breaks tackles, but is that really like the one? I feel like all the superstar receivers should pretty much just have double me. Wide receiver apprentice. That's useless in my opinion. Grab and go. Ball carries with this, I suppose. I don't know, I think both of the Antonios we created actually have better abilities, which is ridiculous. I think ironically, the Patriots version is the best one because in and out I think is very clutch. And then, what was it, Streak Specialist? Streak Specialist is actually really rare. I think the only receiver in the game with double me and Streak Specialist is Mike Evans, and he's got like 12 speed, so there's that. I almost never get streaks. So I know it helps catching as well, but it's useless. Useless. Okay. Patriots went 10-6. Raiders were 5-11. I believe the Steelers were 7-9. I honestly think Patriots were trying to prove a point here, and you go 8-8. Are you serious? I'll actually show you guys what in Chi. I probably should have showed on the other side, but I really don't have a horse in this race, so I mean, there's really nothing for me here. I don't really want to spoil the records for the other guys. Steelers did not look too good, so it looks like Antonio Brown is a cancer that cannot be cured. That was a good metaphor, and hopefully he doesn't sue me. It was satirical. Like, he's obviously a really great guy and, does nothing but helps teams. And, he reads to youth on his spare time. Tom Brady, 42-50. More touchdowns, slightly more picks, but overall a better season for the Braid. Rushing was worse. Antonio Brown with 954 yards, 10 touchdowns. Benjamin Watson lost his number. Didn't lose his numbers, though. Pretty good season for a tight end, especially a slow one that's like dying of old age. I don't care about any. Well, I mean, fairness, defense does matter. Hightower here, 5.5. On the other one, he was like freaking 14.5. So it does matter. I'm really just not sure where to go with this. I'm really not sure where the Patriots go with this because Widers, it's literally just one of those people on franchise that just keeps grabbing great players even though they don't need them, aka any person that does rebuilds, aka me. They got Josh Gordon, they got Edelman, they've got Demaryius Thomas, they've got N'Keal Harry. I think he'll come back middle of the season. They have their running backs that are basically catching the ball at wide receiver levels. They've got Bill Belichick. He's they got Tom Brady. He can't catch. That's by the way, that's such the saddest. But Tom Brady has 6 rings, but he can't catch a football. Nerd. What a nerd. Just a nerd, man. Ben, I every time I see R, I just think of other words, man. Antonio Brown back with his old team, putting up his old numbers as well. Pretty damn good. Juju Smith-Schuster might as well retire because he's just terrible, obviously. That's the only thing I can think of. Antonio Brown, well, see you, Raiders. You wasted it, you would have wasted it anyways because he clearly didn't do anything for you. Oh, you wasted a third and a fifth already? Oh, that sucks. And how does that work, by the way? So are the Raiders just absolutely screwed? Do the Raiders just get nothing? I think there should be an investigation. I think they should be able to prove that it was tampering, and the Patriots owe them a third and a fifth. That's all I'm saying. And not just that, but the Raiders owe us an apology. We'll take a look at wins the Super Bowl just for the hell of it. But, yeah, this experiment tells you that Antonio Brown is a better Steeler than anything else, apparently. And Madden Sim doesn't work because clearly the Patriots are going to go 14-2 now and be a God squad team. Antonio Brown's going to go for about 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns. The Ravens win the Super Bowl in this universe. Well, that's something. I mean, that's pretty much the video. Hopefully you guys at least had some laughs with me. We poked fun at Antonio Brown, who hasn't done that on social media. Super original. I would say I hope him the best, but he kind of joined, the Decepticons here, kind of everyone rooting against them for the most part. Yeah, it's just everyone's oh, the Patriot way, and then Antonio Brown is literally the exact opposite of the Patriot way. But it doesn't matter because he's a good player, right? You know, the ends justify the means. It is what it is. I would do the same. No shame. If I'm a Patriots fan, I have no shame, but I'm not. So shame on you. You guys should be shameful. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, maybe like the video, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. I said that twice now this video, so you know it's getting serious. Anyways, if you have a suggestion for an experiment, something, not experiment, experiment, things that were done on me, and this is how I turned out, leave me, a comment in the comment section. I'll take a look. If it sucks, I'll just probably not respond to it. If it's all right, maybe you'll get a little heart. Maybe you'll get a kiss. I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya!